ready, ls minus L. The only file there is the keep here that I saved. All right, so for my CI, I'm going to ask my developers, where's the code that you have pushed to? First of all, what code repository? Of course, I already know, but I'm just saying this. I already know because I'm part of the project, but I'm just saying this last so that you can get it. Where's the code repository? They will say GitHub. Okay. Okay, so let's go to GitHub. Bear with me. Let's move things around. So, okay. Hide that. Okay. So I go to GitHub. This is the GitHub account for the whole team that the Scrum Master set up for us. All right, so the particular project we are looking at here, out of these many projects, we want to develop today is the akin project. It's in private repository. It's not publicly available. So I'll have to give you access to that. In fact, I can give you access right away. What's your email address? I mean, do you have a GitHub account?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So I'll just ask for. Okay, so collaborators, what's your GitHub username?
Yeah, it's going to be stan.omoki. Stan.omoki@gmail.com.
At Gmail.
Yeah, that's me right there.
Yes. Okay, let's see if that works.
Let's see if it takes it. If it doesn't take it, you can add a.
Your GitHub username will be easier. But let's see if that is. Okay. So let's come back to that. So I come here and I say the repository that we're building is DevOps based. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy this code. SSC. I mean, it's for HTTPS.
Yeah.
Then I come here and I say git clone that repository.
Right.
That's good. Okay. That's unusually long. So let me try this. Git clone. Already exists. Okay. So why were you taking time? Okay. So if it's already exists, let's just go around there. So ls minus L. Oh, sorry, ls. Yeah, it's there already. So cd DevOps basic ls minus L. Okay, let's start all over. Cd dot telephone remove DevOps basic remove repository ls minus L is no longer there. Where is it? So let me check my repository. So I have the item. I have several repositories. I have DevOps bases. This is the one I want to show. Then I copy that. All right, so I come back here and say git from it's asking me for username. The username for that
for my GitHub.
No, my own for the repository I'm cloning.
Okay.
So I have
the
item, and then my password is somewhere in my notes. Let me go and look for my notes. The notes is the My password is I copy that, Control C, and I provide it. All right, so that clone is successful. ls -l shows that I have that repository. cd ls -l shows the content. All right, this is fun. Okay. Now I have made a copy of the code base into my system. So I have my local repository now. All right, let's just use G to do one or two things so that you see how to use it. For example, let me delete all of these files. They are not, everything we have here is part of the code. Every file in the repository is part of the code. So let me say we don't need all of these files anymore. So I'm going to say remove file ls -l. All right, even this my file, remove my file ls -l. All right, what do I need to remove? Remove test file 1. Okay, that's okay. So I'm going to say, Git, what is your status? Are you aware that I have removed something? So it tells me, yes, I'm aware that you deleted some file. Okay. I'm going to say, okay. What I need you to do, Git, is renew the content of the remote repository with the changes I have made here. So I have changed the code. Remember that changing code does not necessarily mean that I should go into the code and write some JavaScript. No, it means if I alter any of the files, I change the content of a file, I add a new file, I delete an existing file, it's all part of. So that's what Git does. Right? So to push this code to the remote repo, there are 3 steps to it. The Git add dot, which means every change that you have observed according to this status, record it. So that's Git add. Then second command is Git commit -m. Then in quote, I say my first, any statement is okay. My organization will tell me the kind of statement they want me to write, but for now, I just say my first commit, for example. What does this do? It means push this modification of code from the temporary place that it is now to the local repository. Awesome. So my local repository has been updated. My local repository now has the new code with all of these ones deleted. And then the final thing to do is to say, these changes that I have made in my local repository, push it to the remote repo so that the remote repo is now updated to the code that do not have this file. That final command that does it is git. Right? If I say git push, it will ask me which repository. I'll say the item. And it will ask me, okay, if you have the password, I'll do it for you. So I'll come here, copy my password, come back here, and I'll put it there. All right, it's done. And the commit ID is that one. So let me go and show you that one. If I come back to this repo and I do refresh, you will see that 1 minute ago, that commit ID was effected. So all the file 1, file 2, file 3 that were here before, they are all gone because I just renewed the code. So that is how to push code. That's how each of the developers, whether there are 300 of them working for Tesla or 3,500 of them working for Facebook, this is how each of the developer can push code. Because the code, the application itself can contain 3 million lines of code. So each developer is making a contribution. One person to the database, one person to the front end, different aspects. They are big projects. Anyway, For this simple project, this is how we we edited the code using Git, and then use Git to push the code to the remoter. All right. So now we have pretending to be one of the developers. We have just seen an example of how you can use the Git command to modify, to administer, to manage code. All right, so the next thing we want to do now is let's quickly set up our infrastructure. Let us set up the server that we will use to build our code for our CI. That server, we are going to call it Jenkins server. Let's quickly build it. To build our server, let me use infrastructure as code.